Well, who'll ever forget that? That is my favourite little bit of footage from Sharjah, and it's always worth watching. Today, the pitch. Well, I think it's going to be much the same as it's been so far in the tournament. However, Ramiz Raja is out there to tell us all about it.
Well, the pitch for the final looks to be in absolute brilliant shape. There's a bit of sheen out there in the middle because this pitch has been rolled in nicely. There is straw-colored grass, but it will not bother the opening batsman. And there is dryness again, bit of cracks as well. And the spinners might come into play later half of the innings. But remember, this is the same pitch where Pakistan scored 260 runs against the West Indies, the highest number of runs scored in this tournament. So it'll be good for batting once again, and it'll be up to the players really to make the maximum use of this surface and play some exciting cricket. All in all, I think a great pitch for batting.
So there we are. The pitch looks pretty good for the final, and of course the toss, very important. Michael Holding is in the centre.
Thank you very much, Tony. Sanat, you'll be doing the tossing. Wazim, you'll be doing the calling.
Tails?
Tails is the call.
It is tails.
It is tails. Wazim, you have won the toss, so you're going to bat again?
Yes, so far I think we've been doing well in the whole tournament, but it's a different ball game altogether. It's the final, so we have to be more careful today because Sri Lanka must be geared up and Pakistan team is also geared up.
It seemed as if when you were playing against the West Indies in the evening, the ball did a bit of swinging.
Yeah, I think it swings a bit more. I think it skid bits more because of the thrust when it comes out on the wicket.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think our strength has been bowling, so we have to our bowling.
Have you changed your team at all?
Yeah, we have Mohammad Akram instead of Shabbir, and then Vasti out Hassan Razail.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. Good luck.
Were you thinking of a change in tactics at all today?
Yeah, we were thinking of batting first today, but we don't mind chasing.
Why were you thinking of batting first then?
We got 3 fast bowlers in today. The Vikram Singh is in today, and we have 3 fast bowlers.
What about the spinners? How many spinners are you playing today?
We're playing with Murali, myself, and Rasul and Aravind also. There we have 4 spinners.
Okay, Sanat, good luck.
Thanks.
Well, that's the situation down here. Again, Pakistan have won the toss. Wazim Akram has decided to bat first.
And a very important toss he's managed to win today. Sri Lanka, they're batting, and there they go. One change for them. Wickramasinghe coming in for Chamrasuva. And the 2 openers, of course, at the top. Kaluwitara and Jayawardene, they'll be batting under lights later. And a very strong batting lineup all the way down. Shubman Vas will bowl the first over to Syed Anwar, the left-hander. He's up there at the top. Shahid Afridi, the pinch hitter. The real crowd pleaser. Inzamam ul Haq, who'll he run out today, I wonder? He's down there at number 3, and plenty of batting to come as well. So we're all ready to go. Shubman Vas preparing to bowl. Umpire Cowie from New Zealand is on duty at the far end, and here we go for the final of the Coca-Cola Trophy. Here we go. Shubman Vas, Anwar on strike. Already some tidy fielding from Sri Lanka, and Ramiz, I have been following this from a long way away. I promise I have been trying to follow it. It seems to me that the toss has been important. The team batting first has generally gone on to win.
Shahid Afridi has been prolific, great hitting.
Just wide of slip, but it's Pakistan's first run. A second little nervy moment in that first over, a tidy one from Shubman Vas. The calling not exactly tidy, one without loss after the first over. And finally Afridi's away. It's an extraordinary throw. Wickramasinghe not quite having his radar on track. I think he'll be hoping for better for that with the ball, but Afridi's away. He's got 2, Syed Anwar 3. Well, there he goes. A little frustrated, the field is in, and there's the first boundary for Pakistan.
Well, easily done there by Syed Anwar. He makes batting look so easy. The beauty about this shot was that he got to the pitch and he worked the ball away from middle and off stump. Didn't try to hit it too hard. was not also early in the shot. We have seen batsmen perishing on a slow pitch in Sharjah, where they've just been a little early playing the shot, but their side then was sizing up the length and picking the ball away to the boundary. Very good shot.
That's close. Well, it was a confident shout. It didn't impress umpire Shepherd, and it's 11 without loss after 4 overs.
I think
That
good
last
captaincy
ball.
by Sana Jesura, Jonathan, because he had a deep square leg in place and Shahid Afridi didn't really come forward to play that. That was clearly missing the leg stump.
Well, there we go, it's in the air, and surely this is going to be the first wicket to fall. Well, he's clung on, he was in the air a long, long time, but Jayawardene has taken the catch. And rather a surprising dismissal, really. Afridi has gone, going for the big hit down the ground. And Pakistan have lost their first wicket, 12 for 1.
Well, you can expect anything from Shahid Afridi. Could be disappointing as well as a crowd pleaser, but here today in the final he was disappointing. The shot selection wasn't that good. There, the front foot not to the pitch and playing across the line because that ball was angled towards the first slip. A good catch by Jayawardene. Ball was in the air and was nicely judged. He's gone for 2 and Pakistan 12 for 1.
A well caught Jayawardene. One of those that doesn't look terribly complicated, but you've got to hang on to them. Inside Anwar. Picking up 1, Razak, a new batsman wants a second. He looks a little bit twitchy. An eventful over, 13 for 1 after 5. Now I was hugely impressed with this young man during the World Cup. When you compare the amount of cricket that England are playing, one-day cricket compared to these teams here, and it's hardly surprising sometimes that England perform so badly at it. A lovely little flick. And young Razak can take a sigh of relief, he's off the mark.
Started the game not 100% fit morally. As a matter of fact, started the entire Coca-Cola Trophy not 100% fit. We have seen a bandage on his left hand. At the moment he had a splint on his left finger, but this is something recent. Perhaps just twisting that ankle when he did the last bit of fielding.
And he's a key figure for Sri Lanka too.
Caught. It had to come. Now he's showing quite a bit of frustration, Abdul Razak. He's gone.
Well, we talked about the footwork, really not getting the foot to the pitch of the ball and trying to get it up and over, leaning backwards, hasn't hit the middle of the bat, and Atapatu, he was waiting for it. Abdul Razak has paid the penalty, the pressure just got to him. Watch this, the foot not to the pitch of the ball, leaning back as he tries to hit it over the top, slices off the outside edge, and Atapatu has no difficulty whatsoever. Sri Lanka right in this game, 25 for 2.
The new batsman for Pakistan, Inzamanul Haq. Not on strike at the moment though. Big shout again. Perhaps just got his right leg outside the line of off stump side, Anwar.
I think we just got a small indication from Doug Cowie to Chaminda Vas that he thought it was also going down leg side. And here's the dismissal. Abdul Razak trying to hit it over the top, really not getting to the pitch. He'd been frustrated into this. Good bowling from Zoysa and from Vas. Ball just spun, the bat just spun in his hands and the ball hit the outside half of the bat.
Just out of his reach. Good fielding again.
Fantastic fielding. I don't know if he didn't get his hands to this, Zoysa. Just got his hands to it at full stretch. Not sure he's expecting it to come. And it's come quite quickly. And really, it was a tough one, but those are the sort of catches you've got to catch. But then a brilliant piece of fielding. Saved the four.
Saeed Anwar living a very charmed life at the moment.
This was going very fast indeed, and Zoysa moving to the wrong side. He's a left-hander, of course, and he's going to his right, which means the right hand would have been the one that's the dominant. And then the second one didn't quite get to him. Good slower delivery, and he's just chipped it over mid-wicket. So Saeed Anwar.
Well, he's found the gap this time. And Intabam there using all his power to get that ball over the rope. It wasn't a half volley, and he really had to open his shoulders to get the ball all the way out to the rope.
Can't keep someone like Insi quiet for long, and that time perfectly placed into that gap with the field up there in front, beating the infield and the ball just racing through to the boundary. The timing absolutely perfect.
A welcome boundary, 37 for 2 now. That's why the man's out there on the offside boundary. He'll just cut that off. And Intabam is starting to look dangerous.
Certainly he's looking dangerous, playing his shots with far more ease now. Just leaning into that, so you could see perfect balance and the transference of weight. He's such a fine player when he's putting bat to ball. It's Marvin Athapaththu getting across very quickly.
And again, not quite a half volley, and Intabam looks in good touch. And again, he's produced more changes in the field. The slip has now gone. So there's a leg slip now and a short mid-wicket for the last ball of this 15th over. More runs. That's Zoysa, third man. And that was a profitable over for Pakistan. Ooh, now. He's got 4. And I think Inzi will say, well, I was trying to run it down the third man, but surely not quite as fine as that. And in the last over, there would have been a slip there. But Sri Lanka took the decision to take them out. And maybe Inzi there has had a stroke of luck.
Inzi realizing that there wasn't protection in that direction. The absence of slips. Just opening the face. Quite intentional and eluding the diving Kaluwithana. In fact, it was quite a few yards away from him, picking up 4 runs.
It's one of those instances where the captain simply cannot win. 9 times out of 10, you put the men back. That would have gone straight to the man had he still been there. Well, they're appealing, they're confident. Inzi isn't happy. And umpire Shepherd rules in his favour, not without some thought.
It was a very big appeal. Both the wicketkeeper and the bowler went up in unison together, and there appeared to be some sort of confidence in that. But umpire Shepherd too as adamant that yes, I think umpire Shepherd was absolutely right. It took the flap off Inzi's pad.
What a good decision. I mean, the bat and the gloves all very close together. The ball, though, just brushes the pad. We can see that from a slow motion replay. What a good decision. Oh, what's happened there? Poor old Chandana. We'll have to see a replay, I think, to work out what happened, but it looked as if he got an absolutely dreadful bounce. That's what he's suggesting anyway. He'll tell his captain that till he's blue in the face. Let's have a look. We'll see from this angle, I'm sure. Up it goes. A lot of spin, I think, imparted there. Oh, he has done. Poor man. It spun completely the other way. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, it's one for the Christmas tape.
Plenty of excitement out here with both Insamam and Saidan were looking for runs. Great bit of fielding there by Aravinda De Silva, and his throw hitting the stumps, but Cincy on that occasion well home. Sri Lankans very alert on the field, apart from a few mishaps.
First time really the side has got hold of that. He's timed that absolutely beautifully. And that was within a yard of going for 6. Beautiful stroke to end the 17th over. We haven't seen too many of those. 56 for 2. And this was it. It really was the best shot of the day so far. Just held back again. Syed Anwar saw it and lofted it over the top. That was very nearly 6.
So the bat perfectly straight, and there was no stopping him, hitting through nicely through the line. Even the slower pace of Wickramasinghe not posing any problem to him.
30 not out from 54 balls. It isn't easy. It's not a stroke player's pitch, this. At the moment, I think Pakistan have a figure of around about 180, 200 in their minds. That's 4. And Saeed, I think now, is just starting to find his confidence. He hit Wickramasinghe over the top in his previous over. And this was more of a classic Syed Anwar, a carving, scything offside drive.
It is a characteristic Syed Anwar shot. As soon as he gets wet, he spanks it away with an outside edge there, the ball just flying away to the boundary. It certainly looks ominous now.
That's too short. And over the rope it goes. Well, Jayawardene did his best. He took most of the pace off it, but Syed Anwar is looking very dangerous now. It's far too short, this, on the slow pitch. The ball was always running away from Jayawardene, to be fair to him, but having got there, I think he'll probably feel he should have stopped that.
Wickramasinghe having a difficult time, bowling on both sides of the wicket, and the Pakistan is making full use. Jayawardene unable to stop that one there on the square leg boundary.
Thank you, Jonathan. Lofted, but into the gap. And well over the ropes as well. What a shot from Syed Anwar.
This is probably shot of the tournament. Not easy to pick Muralidharan, and he has picked him over covers, playing with the spin, getting the elevation, just making a little bit of room himself. And this is a classic hit.
The 6 and then the single. Syed Anwar really livening up to the task here. That was a beautiful shot over extra cover.
It was a lovely player to watch, Syed Anwar, and this is brilliant stuff. Eased it away over the cover and over the ropes. You see all great players adjusting according to the conditions, and Syed Anwar, although the conditions have been quite easy for batting, not a lot of batsmen have really come to terms with the slowness, but Syed Anwar adjusting well and playing beautifully.
I think we knew exactly what type of pitch it was going. That was the other delivery, the one that didn't spin. 8 runs coming from that over. Pakistan 79 for 2. Very powerfully hit. There's a man out deep at long on, but he could not get across.
Beautifully struck by Inzamam ul-Haq. Apologizing to Said Anwar because that shot almost took his head off. Alvinda De Silva at long on boundary. Couldn't stop the ball from going to the boundary. This is a massive hit from Inzamam ul-Haq. You have to be careful when you're in the non-strikers end.
And there it is. Brilliant 50 by Said Anwar. Took 66 deliveries.
What a player. Beautiful batting by Said Anwar. Great improvisation, great innovation. 50 of just 67 deliveries.
This is a big mix-up here. Is he going to be out again? That's going to be a close call for umpire David Shepherd. Third umpire being called for again. It's Inzamam once more again.
He's not looking very confident in Inzamam ul-Haq. I think he was there but didn't drag his bat. Good pick up by Wickramasinghe. Inzamam ul-Haq just struggling a little bit. And well, I think he's made it, Mikey.
It's a close call, but it seems as if he just has gotten in. The mere fact that the Muralitharan had to take the ball and then throw it back onto the stumps gave him that split second, just enough time to get that back over the line.
Well done, Inzi.
Big shout. He's not even waiting on the umpire to give him outside Anwar. Not many batsmen walk these days, but he's one of them. The end of a very good knock.
Well, Said will be disappointed here. He could have played this ball any way he wanted through the offside square. I think he tried to just hit it a little too hard. Saw the width, went for the cut shot because it was on. And just playing underneath the ball, it was taken well by Kaluwithan. An important wicket. Said going off, got behind for 53 and Pakistan 96 for 3.
Yusuf Johanna, a new batsman for Pakistan. Another bright young prospect.
Murali. He's come back quite well. He was savaged a little bit in his first 2 overs, but he's bowling a different line now, Murali. He's bowling, there's the 100 up. It's that nice little dink for one. Murali is bowling further outside the off stump now because he realises there's more turn in this wicket than previous ones. And we'll see a lot of that shot. And it's quite safe. It's done when the ball pitches outside off stump. You get the pad across to cover the spin and hit with the spin.
Perfectly executed by Insi.
Nicely played and nicely fielded. Perhaps didn't get it as fine as he would have liked. Even finer than that would have been more runs. But Marvin Adipatu did well.
The Sri Lankans once again restoring their image on the field. They've had a few bad patches, but Adipatu there again showing a lot of commitment.
Beautifully bowled. That is a very good delivery. Johanna's hanging around because it's come through so low. But that's a very good delivery. He's just getting it onto the batsman. Didn't read it at all. And that's a big wicket for Sri Lanka.
Chandan has struck when it was most important for Sri Lanka. Yusufana not really picking up that top spinner from Chandana, going straight through and knocking his leg stump. Johanna very surprised at that ball, keeping a trifle low. So Sri Lanka certainly are delighted and a big wicket for them. Johanna's gone. Pakistanis are 106 for 4.
Hassan Raza is a new batsman. And he's facing Chandana. And immediately in that area where he's so strong on the offside, he's off the mark.
And there he goes. Not a bad way to get it either. No push and run for Inzamam. A good meaty bludgeon down the ground. Well played, Inzi.
Made sure he got as close to the pitch as he possibly could, Inzamam, so that his spin wouldn't really matter. It certainly was a very good shot straight down the ground. Remember, there's a long off and a long on in place, but he was so confident in hitting it straight, he didn't even bother to run.
Here he goes again. There's 4 boundaries in that. 54 not out. Inzamam, you'd think would normally score more than that, but it does reflect the pitch. Beautiful. Beautifully bowled. Young Raza's gone for 18. And Sri Lanka are really smiling now. 145 for 5. And Chandana breaks through once more. Beautifully bowled. And there's Kalu to finish it off. 145 for 5. Hassan Raza's out for 18. 146 for 5. 11 overs to go. There's a second run for Wasim Akram, who's coming at number 7. With his team here in some trouble. Much depends on Inzamam. 54 not out, and of course he's capable of absolutely anything. And a danger man 2 there for Sri Lanka, lurking at number 9, Moin Khan. Capable of playing a dangerous little innings at the end. We've seen it happen many times before. Last 1 for 10, bowled very tightly at the start with Zoysa, 1 for 24. Good Chandana though, 3 for 40 from 10 overs. That's big, but I don't think it's going to be big enough. And that's a terrible dismissal for Pakistan in the circumstances. Inzamam has holed out that long off. It's Zoysa who's taken the catch. And that's the last thing that Pakistan wanted in this situation. They've lost their 6th wicket. Inzamam, who have played so well, 54 from 78 balls, has rather thrown his wicket away.
Trying to clear long off Inzamam, didn't quite get hold of it. Not too sure why he would want to play a shot like that at this stage of the game. Don't want to be losing 2 wickets that quickly together. And Zoysa, isn't he happy? Not a bad knock by Inzamam ul Haq though. 54 from 78 deliveries. Pakistan 148 for 6.
Well, here's a danger man, I reckon. The danger man, Moin Khan, has come in at number 8. Very handy contributor down the order.
Okay, I'll get it.
But there's still 10 overs to go. Pakistan have only 4 wickets in hand now. The skipper's there, but he's only got 2 to his name. Let's see it through. That was a fumble of extra cover. The last thing Pakistan want is a run out. Sorry, skipper, says Moin. And he can breathe again.
Aravinder De Silva is the man that did the fumbling out on the offside. I think Pakistan were very fortunate that he fumbled. I don't think there was a genuine single on there. Muralitharan certainly got very excited and interested in what was happening until he saw the fumble.
double figures yet in this series. He's got the chance now. This is Jayasuriya's 6th over. That's a good stroke. There have been so few half volleys today. They've still been hard to put away. The outfield is green. It's really quite slow. Boundaries very hard to find. Moen got his head down there and nothing was stopping him, particularly Kalu. That would have been a nasty collision, I think.
Very good understanding between Moin Khan and Wasim Akram. Ball didn't go very far at all, but Moin Khan was immediately off the mark. Wasim Akram responded well.
Quite asked for it, and he's got it too. Dreadful ball. And will that get Wasim going, I wonder? He looks pumped up. He means business, I think.
Stark contrast to the rest of the deliveries that Jayasuriya has let down so far. He has been pitching right up in the block hole. That one got the full treatment.
Here's another one. That's gone further. And it's another 4. 2 terrible balls. A long hop and then a full toss. And he can't bowl like that to Wasim.
That's the problem when you bowl the first bad delivery. You're under pressure to try and get it back in the right spot. Tried to bowl the Yorker and it turned up to be a full toss. Ruslan on there again, trying desperately to prevent the boundary.
Four men inside the circle, of course, but they're now on the edge of that circle. Well played. Well, that's a meaty blow. And Wasim hits it, it stays hit.
Couple of singles early in the over and then the big blow. Big boundaries here in Sharjah, and that went well clear of the boundaries.
Well, the ball's come back. It's amazing it didn't create some damage in that stand. It went in like a shell. I think my eyes didn't let me down here. Look at this stump. Look at this stump. I reckon it hits. Look at that wobble. No jet lag here, you know. Oh, that's well run. Or is it? It's a wonderful piece of fielding. And the fielders think they've got him. I thought Wasim would be the one in danger. But Chandana saw it back. It was Moen who was struggling up at the far end. Sri Lanka think they've got him. Muralitharan's hobbling. And here we go, let's have a look. It's been referred, of course, to the umpire. It was beautifully picked up. No time at all to aim. Oh, he's gone by miles. Fantastic piece of fielding, and just from that partnership was pushing Pakistan on. A piece of brilliance has pulled it back for Sri Lanka. 31 they put on from only 32 balls. It was Wasim I thought was going to be in trouble, but Chandana saw it was the bowler's end, and look at that. Wonderful. 179 for 6. And when the 45th over.
Azam Mahmood then, he's also a fine striker of the ball. He won't hold back. Not really a great tournament, but he really hasn't had the opportunities up the order. He's always come in with overs running out and having to throw the bat around, so don't pay too much attention to his figures. And he's going to have to contend with Chaminda Vaas, who had a very good opening spell. 6 overs, 1 for 10. What are you backing, Ramesh? 200 plus?
Well, remember Pakistan, a good team that finishes well. In World Cup, they showed their mettle down the order. I'm expecting them to get at least 200. But they've lost 7 wickets. Normally, you'd find 5 wickets down or 4 wickets down when the impetus would be provided by the later middle order.
Twilight here at Sharjah. The moon just appearing in the sky. The lights are on. And some great architecture around the ground. Vaas again, just drifting onto leg stump. Azam Mahmood has picked him off and going to get 2. Good running. They've got to try and break up the length there. Vaas and Zoysa bowling very full. The batsmen have got to look to try and break the length up.
This was nicely played by Azam Mahmood, not belting the ball, had the placement in mind and just went through with the shot, nicely gliding the ball away on the onside.
And there goes the hit. Unfortunately, it's not time. Just wonder sometimes when you got the striker at the other end, Ramesh, Wasim has played well, and he's the one who's got his eye in. Why doesn't he just dink it, take a run, give Wasim the strike? He's the big hitter.
Yes, I think that is the plausible alternative, but he hasn't done that. Azam Mahmood being made to work really hard here.
And that's better cricket. Not going for the big shot, just getting nicely into line, covering all the angles and just whipping it round the corner. Now he's given the strike to his captain.
Yes, a little bit of improvisation from Azam Mahmood, and a good one. Played it down safely. Helping himself, playing with soft hands and away from the fielder. Chaminda Vaas hasn't got a lot of cushion on the leg side for Wasim Akram. Still 3 fielders in the circle on the off, but they see just one solitary fielder at mid-wicket.
And he might be looking for 2. Yeah, this will be a good contest, and he decides not to go, and wisely so too. He really was after that one, got a little inside edge because he's swinging too hard. And he's got one throw, and he's gone. Straight to Jayasuriya. And is it a no ball?
Well, I think Wasim Akram was asking the question whether the fielder was in the circle when the catch was taken. And that is why an inquiry was asked and turned down by the umpire.
It's not critical when he takes the catch. He can be outside the circle when he takes the catch. The critical thing was he inside the circle when the ball was bowled? And he was. That's a legitimate delivery. Wasim Akram's quite entitled to ask, but he's gone. It's 194 for 8. Zoysa strikes. Shoaib Malik is the new batsman, and the departing batsman was Wasim Akram. And they'll be looking for 2. They're very quick between the wickets, these 2, and they'll have to hurry. Not a good throw. In fact, I think he went the wrong end.
Very good running from Shoaib Malik, and a decent stroke to get off the mark as well. Azam Mahmood has been struggling to get that ball away. Not Shoaib Malik. On top of it, saw the away swing and played it nicely through the offside. Very good running indeed. Calling for the second run and making it easily in the end.
He have to hit and doesn't. Couldn't have been all that far away. Zoysa, last delivery. They'll be looking for two. Which end will he go this time? He's gone for the keeper's end again, and they've beaten him home. So good running from Azhar Mahmood. Just 1 over remaining, 6 deliveries, 199 for 8.
Well, Shoaib has got to pick the right line and ball to hit it across the line.
Got hold of this one, and it's gone between two fielders. Whether it'll get to the boundary, no, it won't. But they are herring between the wickets. Quick as they are, though, they can't take more than 2, and that's the 200 for Pakistan. I think they'll be a little disappointed with that. They had a much better platform, somewhere in the 230, 240. Nevertheless, they've got 200 on the board, and that's not going to be easy to get against a very good attack. Jayasuriya very keen to get on with it. It's gone again. Will he be out? Just short. On the bounce. Looking for 2. Well, action aplenty.
Another very good stroke from Shoaib Malik, hitting straight, not playing across the line. Good presence of mind being shown by the youngster. There you see him lifting it through the onside because Jayasuriya is getting that ball to come back to the right-hander.
Azhar Mahmood's got this one away. This will be more than 1. They're herring between the wickets. And there could be an extra one. They're looking for it. They're looking for it. What's going to happen here? He misses. Jayasuriya in a bad position, standing on the side of the wickets instead of behind them. So they've given away an extra run there, Sri Lanka. Just a little bit of panic. Chandana has a reasonably good throw. Kalu was unsighted by the batsman, had to run behind him for a minute and then didn't realise they were going to take one. And look where Jayasuriya is. He's next to the stumps and not behind them. And I think he thought it was going to hit the stumps.
Pakistanis will be quite happy picking up an extra run there. They always do in that stroke. Kalu Wadana just being a little lethargic, and Sanat not getting behind and giving away an extra run to the Pakistanis. Run rate 4.12.
That's a big one. Marvin Abdul is moving back, but he can't go far enough. There were 12 fours and 2 sixes before that one. That's the third 6. Shoaib Malik has struck a very good straight 6.
Well, there was always the danger when Sanat Jayasuriya was bowling that the batsman can picking up for a big boundary, and Shoaib Malik exactly doing that.
And that's stumped. So off the last ball of the innings, a little bit of a fumble for Kalu, but he's got the stumping, and Pakistan end up with 211 for 9. Look at that, just got it in the end. Shoaib not even attempting to get back.
Good last over for the Pakistanis. Shoaib Malik doing his bit, getting 12 of just 7 deliveries, including a mighty 6. But Pakistan just a little short of the total they were expecting at one point of time during the innings. 211. Well, they've got the bowling attack. Will it be enough? Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, that decision to bring himself on has cost him 12 runs. I'm not sure Vice would have gone for 12. And there we see very, very good from Syed Anwar. He was terrific. Afridi failed, unfortunately for him. Razak too looked uncomfortable batting at number 3. Inzamam played well. Johanna was surprised by a delivery that just kept a little bit low. Raza was there for a time, and Wasim Akram struck 1 or 2 very telling blows. Mohan Khan run out. That was unfortunate. He's very good in these situations. Azhar Mahmood tried hard. And Shoaib played a little bit of a gem at the end there. So 211 they've got off their 50 overs, just 11 extras.
Sri Lankans fast bowlers doing a wonderful job picking up wickets and also bowling a very neat line. Muralidharan as usual on target, but Upul Channa picking up 3 wickets, and he bowled really well in the middle of the innings. Jayasuriya bowling that last over and proving to be just a little costly, but overall a good decent performance by the Sri Lankan bowlers.
So lots of support for Wasim. And he's gone! Afridi's caught it. He took a couple of attempts at it. It popped out, but he's managed to recover. And what a blow! That is a tremendous blow for Sri Lanka.
A huge break for Pakistan, and Sri Lanka are certainly in great difficulty with the loss of Jayasuriya's wicket. Jayasuriya looking to stroke that ball as hard as possible, uppish, straight to Afridi. Afridi misjudges it, but the ball pops up comfortably enough for him to pick up the catch. And isn't he delighted? Sri Lanka lose their first wicket, a big blow for them, and Jayasuriya has gone for no score.
Well, the new man, Aravinda De Silva, the most experienced batsman in the Sri Lankan side, and he's coming in against the new ball before his partners even faced the ball. Sanath Jayasuriya out in the very first over, chasing that 212 for victory. We have to wait for the umpire. I think it's leg bars to kick the Sri Lankan innings off.
The loss of Jayasuriya, huge blow for Sri Lanka in terms of a psychological battle won by the Pakistanis. But there comes to the wicket Aravinda De Silva. He's the man who's got all the experience, and great deal rests on his shoulders. But this man, Wasim Akram, he produces the goods when wanted.
Just had a little bit of problem with his contact lenses, Wasim. And he smashed that away. Bit of width, and it's gone. First boundary of the innings.
That was a cracking shot by Kaluwitana. As soon as he had the space, he was quite prepared to free his arms. See the way he gets into position and cracks it away.
Terrific shot. Another no ball. So Wasim having a little bit of a problem with that run up. So often he doesn't really take a lot of care with his run up, and he's just creeping over the edge. And got to be consistent on where you start, otherwise you're going to end up bowling no balls. Just over. So often in finals, when you're a bit pumped up, you run up a little quicker than you normally would, put a bit more into the delivery, and it's only a matter of fractions. You've got to have some part of the boot behind that line. It could be out. It's gone in the air and over the top. Well, that one really fizzed off the wicket. He spotted it, Aravinda. And that could also be a very defining moment in this chase. He's not sure where to stand. He's indicating he should go back a bit.
A great delivery there by Akram, and the ball getting the outside edge, taking Moin Khan's gloves, and deceiving Inzi as well. It's the ball running down for 4.
It's a tough one for Inzi because you see the keeper coming, and the tendency is to leave it for the keeper, and it didn't. I don't think it even touched his glove, but what it would have done, it would have obscured Inzi's view. And again, that swing, this has definitely come off the pad. Two leg bars. And that's the problem when you're not sure how much it's going to swing, and that's why Wasim Akram is just a little bit, he's upset with himself, I think. He hasn't quite got the line right, and then it comes off the pad, and if it comes off the pad and it hits on the pad with a thick edge, it goes square, but if it hits fine like that, then it races away fine, and it's never quite sure where to put your fine leg. You just see that in swing. Just a bit too short on that occasion. And he's played that quite beautifully. Not all that short. And he's just picked it away behind square. Great shot.
That is why De Silva is so special. As soon as it is short, he's able to put it away. it's good for Sri Lanka that they've decided to promote Aravinda De Silva up in the order, and he certainly is going to infuse confidence right down the way. Perfectly played.
Such a good shot because he gets inside it. You see how he's inside the ball and then rolls the wrists, but knows that the fielder's up and can hit it over his head. Certainly movement for Mohammad Akram. Gets that scene nice and upright.
Sri Lanka needs Aravinda De Silva to be around. As you see, he's got the technique. Nicely in line, plays so very late and got that elbow right.
Beautifully struck again. Classical shot, just straying a little bit. Be a race. Raza wins.
Once again, De Silva, how well he got into position and put that away. As soon as the bowler strayed slightly onto the leg side, De Silva is quickly onto it, and with a flick of the wrist, the ball just sped through.
Yes, beautifully done. You won't see it played better than that. Just a lovely bit of acceleration with the bat through the hitting area, and he does that with his wrists. And he's right over the ball.
That's neat. Well, a terrific effort down there at fine leg. Well, Mohammad Akram has been a bit wayward with the ball. He's bowled with plenty of fire. Well, that was a great effort. Saved a certain boundary.
Excellent work in the deep by Mohammad Akram. Stretched and stopped the ball importantly. And that's the commitment that the Pakistani fielders need to be showing out there.
That's where the game has changed so much over the last 15 years or so. Just out of reach of fine leg all the way. And Aravinda is a superb puller. Just too many boundaries coming here at the moment from Pakistan's point of view, but they're loving it.
Well, this was again a little short and wayward delivery from Mohammad Akram, and Aravinda De Silva is a powerful player off the back foot, especially when he's pulling the ball. And this was easily done on the leg side.
What a wonderful line. That ball's going down at about 90 miles an hour. It's his third boundary. That's good running. Let's hit a boundary. The field goes back slightly. And then you scamper a leg by. And was out for 6, but let's see what he can do with the ball. Oh dear. Well, things can only get better, I think.
Aravinda De Silva playing a gem of an innings here. He's picked up the length early throughout this innings, and when he's pivoting across and playing that pull shot, he means business. He's watching that ball closely. There you see, just a little short in length, in position early, and helping himself for another boundary through the square leg.
It's never easy coming on as a first changer, bit of a loosener, to someone as good as Aravinda looking for a short ball. You know he's after you. You haven't bowled a ball yet, you're a little bit tentative, a little bit nervous. You just drop the length down slightly and bang, it's gone.
Because at this rate, Sri Lankans will run away with the game. A lot will depend on Wasim Akram, how he handles his bowlers.
Well taken. Good old Inzamam, he's had a mixed day in there. He was startled by a couple that went straight to him off Mahood, and now he's clung on to a good catch. At least we think he has. Aravinda doesn't want to go.
Well, he's taken by Inzi for sure. And Abdul Razak, the support bowler, being an attacking bowler.
Well, it's very strange. It looks like a straightforward edge. And there's Inzamam. Let's have a look. Down it goes. He's dropped it. He absolutely dropped it. Well, surely he would have known that.
Yes, it seems to hit the ground. You can't tell from this angle, but the previous one, it clearly showed that Inzi had grasped it.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Oh dear. One hand, one bounce is going for, perhaps.
Well, I will not blame Inzamam ul Haq because he thought that he had got it in his lap or between his legs.
Well, Aravinda de Silva had no doubts. He's watching there. You can see him looking. He sees it go down. Up it bounces and it traps between Inzi's legs. Not a nice place to be. But that's where the ball ends up. Aravinda says, I'm not going anywhere. And now, presumably, they're waiting for the third umpire. And I think we'll see a green light.
Well, this will be indeed a costly miss. Inzamam ul Haq normally is a very safe field in the first slip. That went to a nice height to Inzi. Didn't get his hands cupped in time.
Well, that's not out. Inzi presumably didn't know that it had bounced, but I thought that Moen might have seen that. Aravinda certainly saw it. Down it goes.
Well, Jonathan, it's a clear-cut decision as far as I'm concerned. He hasn't caught it.
Well, absolutely. I'm amazed it's taking so long. It's umpire Dunn, the New Zealander, who's making up his mind, but one replay was enough for me. What? Well, that's extraordinary.
Well, this is mind-boggling. I thought Inzamam ul Haq had not grabbed it. He had grasped it, and a quizzical look on Aravinda de Silva's face, and rightly so, because I think teammates in the dressing room suggesting that Inzamam ul Haq had dropped it.
Well, make up your mind for yourselves. Look at the ball. Well, Aravinda's still standing there. They're all saying go back. The crowd here who have seen the replay is saying go back, but I'm sorry, the crowd cannot do that. The decision has been given, and Aravinda de Silva has been given out. Kalavitarana isn't happy either. He's arguing, but he hasn't seen the replays. The people here in the crowd have. We have. And I'm sure you have at home.
Well, it's a shame, Jonathan, because we have the technology that is there to assist the umpire, and umpire really clearly making a wrong decision here.
Well, he's still standing there. And he'll be looking at this replay, I fancy.
There you see Inzamam ul Haq hitting his body, and then ball clearly hitting the ground. Now you will not say that Inzamam ul Haq knew about it because he was busy grabbing the ball. But the third umpire should have made an easy decision and had asked Aravinda de Silva to come back.
Well, that, I'm afraid, has made a bit of a mockery of this. The technology is there. The umpires have to use it sensibly. And I'm afraid this time it's an ass.
The ball had hit the leg and he had grabbed it, but not to be.
Well, what an incident. Meanwhile, Jayawardene has slipped out into the middle.
Well, Inzamam can afford to laugh because the decision has gone in his favour.
That's going to be close. He's out leg before wicket. And that's a big dismissal for Pakistan. Kalavitarana trapped LBW by Wasim Akram. And after a lively start, Sri Lanka are now foundering. 50 for 3.
Kalu would have been just a little unsettled by that decision given in favour of the Pakistani Aravinda de Silva being declared out in the slip. This one looked pretty adjacent. Pitch in the middle. Oh, and he had nicked it. Goodness me. luck not running in favor of the Sri Lankans, and Pakistani enjoying every bit of it. That's disappointing. It's gone for 10, and Sri Lanka 50 for 3.
And that one that we saw then certainly suggested that Kalavitarana got a little inside tickle onto that, and so he too is unlucky. 50 for 3. Here's Atapatu. And here we go. The word we are told is that the ball bounced off Inzamam's clothing and not off the ground.
Well, has he got a sponge out there, or is it a spongy leg?
Atapatu is off the mark, but that's the explanation from the third umpire, that the ball didn't hit the ground, that it bounced off Inzamam's clothing. So that's the official verdict. Out it goes, down it goes, and presumably off the trouser is what they're saying, but it bounced up, and that is why it was given not out. Let's have a look. Well, I don't know. Anyway, that's the verdict given by the third umpire. That's what we've been told. So that was the reason for the decision.
Well, the third umpire has got to be absolutely sure, and there was just a little shadow of doubt, and that doubt should go in favor of the batsman. It's as simple as that.
I'm with you on that, Ramiz. We've seen a lot of decisions taken that have simply not given the batsman the benefit of the doubt. I suppose that this could be argued to be another, but still they are difficult to give. Inside edge, a lot of noise, but I'm afraid Kalavitarana also unlucky. They've brought the match to life, and there's a scurried single.
Well, Pakistanis were looking for some wickets, but they'll just be a little surprised the way they got them eventually. An LBW decision where the batsman hit the bat and then the pad. Well, that can be possible because umpires are under pressure. You're not absolutely sure, but that decision by the third umpire I thought should have gone in favor of the batsman.
Well bowled immediately. First delivery. 4 wickets down, Sri Lanka.
Beautiful delivery by Azhar Mahmood. The ball staying in the channel and straightening through while Atapatu getting an outside edge. Very simple catch to Moin Khan, and Sri Lanka lose their 4th wicket for 57.
That's the thing with these Pakistani medium pacers. They are so accurate. Abdul Razak bowled his first delivery off target. Since then he has been right back on target, and Azhar Mahmood, his very first delivery just outside the off stump. Marban Atapatu goes for 3. 57 for 4 Sri Lanka.
It's a wonderful delivery. You could see the seam upright and the ball just moving sufficiently enough to take Marban Atapatu's bat. Beautiful delivery. And Sri Lanka getting deeper into difficulty. Of course, not very much due to their own seeking.
What a way to start a spell. Very first delivery. Sri Lanka in deep trouble now. New batsman Russell Arnold. Those worms are getting back together. Not what Sri Lanka wanted, but too many wickets lost. We've got a change in the commentary box. Jonathan Agnew is with Barry Richards.
Thank you, Marco. Yes, very neck and neck now. And Sri Lanka certainly can't afford to lose another wicket. They lost Jayasuriya early. Oh, that's gone down. Difficult, low to the right. But it's a chance. And Jayawardene survives.
And beautifully bowled. He got one of these to go away a little bit earlier, and it went so high, it went above Moen's gloves. This time, he's had to dive a little bit forward and to his right. Difficult chance, one that you would expect Moen to catch, though. And previous to that, Inzi had one that was about 2 feet above his head, so it's a difficult position to be in at slip to really know how far back to stand.
Moen decided there that it wouldn't carry to Inzamam. I think that's why he went for it. All happening in a split second, of course, but Moen thinks, will this carry to Inzi or will it not? No, I don't think it will. I'll go right across. I actually think it probably wouldn't, in fact.
That's one of the weaknesses Joe Adina's got. He does tend to follow the ball. That one just moved off the seam and he just followed it with his hands. He's got to learn to discipline himself so that he doesn't follow the ball, because invariably if you do follow it, you just follow it enough to get the edge. So many good players, they just turn the face of the bat and let the ball go by when they spot it moving like that.
Oh, it's a beautiful delivery. That's Az's strength. That movement away. And Jaya Wardner has had some problems timing the ball in this brief innings of his, has gone. And now surely that puts Pakistan in the pound seats.
It's a fantastic delivery. He's bowled so well in this tournament. Azam Mahmood got 6 for 18 the other day, just slanting it away from the right-hander, just enough. And again, he's just followed it a little bit, Joe Adina. He's got the foot planted and he's followed it a bit with the bat, enough to get the edge. And Azam Mahmood has struck Moen Khan a simpler catch this time, 66 for 5. And look at that beautiful release. That is just the way to bowl outswing, and he's got his just reward, just enough to get the outside edge. Brilliant piece of bowling. Look at that seam. That is fantastic.
It takes years and years to effect that too. You'll have been bowling with one of those balls with a half red side and a half white side, so you can actually see for yourself that the ball is going down straight, the seam absolutely straight and erect. And that's how you swing the ball and how you also pitch it on the seam as well. If you bowl like that, and with the ball in that position, you've always got a chance.
Chandan is a new batsman.
Oh, is that another one? I think it is. It is. Mahmood takes his 3rd wicket, another catch to Moen Khan, and surely now that's curtains for Sri Lanka. They're 69 for 6 after 23 overs, and that target of 212 looks a very long way.
Exactly the same mode of dismissal. He'd played and missed a couple of times, and Moen didn't catch that cleanly. He's managed to grasp it the second attempt, but this is wonderful bowling from Azam Mahmood. He's just drawing them like a moth to the light. That was a wide one. He shouldn't have played it. Chandana, he's had a couple of goes at it, and eventually he's got a nick. 69 for 6.
They've lost far too many wickets. Here's Chavinder Vas, who's coming at number 8 now. He likes to come out with about 8 overs to go and play a few shots. So this isn't his situation at all. Again, the perfect ball, moving away, slicing a catch. And that little rub of the green again going Pakistan's way, with Moen Khan fumbling that, but he's clung on. Here's Muhammad Akram.
Watch the foot, just doesn't go across. The bat just flays at it, and Moen, mighty relief on his face. It nearly snuck out. I think he was throwing it up before it actually got to him, and then suddenly found that it was not in the gloves cleanly, but he's managed to hold on to it. And there's a delighted man. 3 wickets for Azam Mahmood.
Edged. That went quickly.
Well, that ball was really travelling, and Inzamam ul Haq awakened from his slumber, Mikey, in the first slip. Not that easy. There you see him falling down, surprised by the extra pace that the ball had. Just a little disappointed, Shoaib Malik. Bowled a good delivery.
Lots of space on the onside. Another single taken. Sri Lanka move on to 78 for 6. That's the scene just outside the ground here in Sharjah, and that is the new Sharjah Stadium. Lots of work has been done on this facility since cricket first started here in the UAE. Certainly is a beautiful sight.
The Sri Lankans struggling here again against Pakistan. Jasuria gone for naught, and Ravinder De Silva, well, he was classed out, caught Inzamam, bowled Razak.
That's the edge we were talking about.
Well, Moin Khan struggled throughout the evening here. This one was relatively an easy catch for Moin, and there you see the ball hitting the glove, and Moin Khan not in best of positions to take that. Is disappointed. Saw the edge, diving and not really moving his feet. And just a little surprised by the extra pace of the delivery as well. And fielded well in the end.
There's that length you're talking about again, Rami. It's just a fraction too short. Shoaib, both deliveries.
It's a wonderful delivery to have, but then again you see the batsman reading it early because it was pitched just a little short. Can you take this?
Required rate now creeping up towards 6 runs per over. Edged again, this time he's gone. Simple catch taken by Inzamam ul Haq.
Well, this was comfortably held by Inzi, and he's all smiles because he finally held on to one quite neatly. He's a very good slip catcher. Chaminda was trying to cut, and there you see him nicely in control, Inzi. And another wicket for Azhar Mahmood. Chaminda was going for 9, and Sri Lanka now 85 for 7.
Sri Lanka right down into the tail now. Pramodia Wickramasinghe, the new batsman, coming in to join Russell Arnold. A big shout. The doubt there would be if the ball hit the bat first or if it was doing too much. It seems as if umpire Shepherd is saying it's doing too much.
Yes, Azhar bowling from wider of the crease and getting that angle to just drift just a little bit outside the leg stump. A boomerang really swung back.
Sweep shot only producing 1 run. Oh, a bit more than that. A fumble down by the deep backward square. Hassan Raza, the fielder. Lots of lovely sights around Sharjah. Few mosques around. Lots of greenery that you wouldn't really expect in the desert. Not much greenery for Sri Lanka apart from these Pakistanis. Bowled on Another one bites the dust, as they say.
Oh, great bowling from Azhar Mahmood. Another 5-wicket haul. And the crowd's delighted with his effort. Rejoicing. Wickramasinghe gone for 1. Bowling from wide of the crease. And look at that in cutter. Not a lot a batsman could do. And Wickramasinghe was only a tail ender. Brilliant stuff from Azhar. He's gone earlier, Wickramasinghe for 1, and Sri Lankans now 89 for 8. Oh, what a delivery. Beating him for pace and movement. Wickramasinghe on the back foot and failing to negotiate the extra movement.
You can see the seam just tilted in a bit towards the right-handed batsman. Of course, he went a bit wide on the crease as well to increase that angle. Wickramasinghe beaten, all ends up. Zoysa, the new batsman for Sri Lanka. 8 wickets down. Only Muralitharan to come. Well, Zoysa doesn't seem as if he intends to just hang around, and why should he?
Well, there are 2 slips in place for Azhar to pick up the 6th one, and he almost had the batsman caught behind.
Azhar Mahmood coming round the wicket. Big shout, but very unlikely. Moving up here, way across his thumbs, Zoysa.
Yes, probably hit him outside the line. Just drifting down a shade to the leg side. But it was a good shout nevertheless. Maybe a little high on the pad as well.
Well, it's certainly something I would have shouted for. Runs for Zoysa. 2 of them. Won't get a boundary here, Zoysa, but he'll get another 2 runs. Trying to spoil Azhar Mahmood's bowling figures. 9 overs for Azhar Mahmood. 5 wickets, 15 runs. Sri Lanka 94 for 8.
There we go, it's a big one, straight down the ground, and that should go all the way. Literally all the way, out of the ground. Well, finally, Sri Lankan supporters have something to smile about. They've been fairly quiet for the last hour or so. That was a lovely hit. No one back, of course, in this situation. I think they will be now. And Zoysa there seizing the opportunity. We won't see that ball again.
Catch it!
He's going for another one. And unfortunately for him, he didn't time it well enough.
You get plenty of bet on the first one. That was a huge hit. If they'd had somebody back, it wouldn't have mattered. He had all his momentum going forward, and he just picked it up on the half volley. Zoysa, and he's a big, tall, strong man, long arc. And it went sailing out the ground.
Catch it! Catch it!
And again it's in the air, and again it's going to be safe. There are 3 fielders there. And they've all missed it. Well, that was extraordinary. 3 fielders all converging on the ball. And of course it spun, as it does do, down that deep square leg position. And have a look at this. There they all go. And watch the ball. 104 for 8, and Azhar's taken 5 for 15. And that was rather lucky as well, as more runs for Zoysa. Afridi's the fielder. 2 more to Sri Lanka. So Azhar Mahmood's bowled wonderfully well. 5 balls to go for him, and then he can go and reflect in the outfield on his good work for the day. Well, that's an extraordinary blow. It'll bring Zoysa 4 runs, and he suddenly started to make the game look rather easy. 17 not out from only 10 balls.
Yes, he's going to entertain us, Zoysa. Azhar Mahmood saw him just creeping down the wicket. He puts that big, long stride in, tried to bang it in, and he's still got it straight down the ground. Extraordinary shot, quite high on the bat, but that is a very heavy bat by the looks of things. And if he gets enough wood on it, it's going to go a long way.
And that was well bowled. Held back a slower ball.
Well done,
You're right, the heavy bat was swinging through there and he couldn't adjust in time. But as a tail ender here, well, he might as well come in and play his shots. Another crisp hit for 4. And Azhar Mahmood is having his figures spoilt here.
He's prepared to take him on. He went for the Yorker there, Azhar Mahmood, and got it just a little bit over-pitched. And Zoysa, he just flicked it away nonchalantly. That man is right back on the circle. They had absolutely no chance. That's Wasti.
10 from the over, 2 boundaries. And also a 2. And Sri Lanka at least going down fighting here. As his figures now, 5 for 25. Still very good indeed.
It's got to be the slower ball. That's his one chance.
Oh, take that. It's umpire Shepherd, I think. He was under fire there.
Sorry, one more. One more.
Well, that's the last delivery from Azhar Mahmood today, with a fumble down at third man again, just to take the gloss off those figures. He's done a brilliant job here for Pakistan. 5 wickets for 28 runs from 10 overs, and Sri Lanka are 117 for 8. Not a happy story. Bit of a thrash that we're enjoying here from Zoysa down at number 10. 22 not out from 13 balls. Arnold playing quietly in the middle order there, 21 not out. Kalawitara a 10, De Silva 25, and that's really it. John Surya fell in the first over. A juggling catch by Afridi at backward point. That rather set the tone. So 95 more to win, but they've all bowled magnificently. Particularly Mahmood, 5 for 28 from 10 overs. Well, Malik's going to continue. A very promising little off spinner, this fellow.
Yourself!
And he's taken a wicket. That's the end of Zoysa's little cameo. Malik's got his reward, and Pakistan are now just 1 wicket away from victory.
Well, Zoysa charged his arm once too often. Just a little bit of turn there, trying to flick it away on the onside, and Shoaib was wide awake to that. Classic dismissal to a low-order batsman. And he really didn't have it covered. He should have played with the spin. 117 for 9.
Now, what's happening here? Murali's come out at number 11. Zoysa's hanging on, and he's going to act as a runner. So Murali's in with a runner, So this could really add to the entertainment. Zoyzer staying out there after his belligerent 22. And Murali's got a smile on his face. He's going to enjoy this, I think. Go down to Australia and watch Pakistan in action there, led by this man who's come back into the attack. He wants to finish things off. Not sure Murali would be too pleased to see him. 1 wicket required for Pakistan. Bit of confusion there amongst the runners. Of course, Zoyzer it is supposed to go plodding down to take the run. And now Murali is going to face Wasim Akram. And I don't think he'll be relishing the prospect entirely. In fact, he hasn't even taken guard. Now in this situation, I've seen Murali scoot off towards the leg side and try and carve the ball through the off. Let's see. Oh, there he goes.
Just giving himself a bit of room. That's definitely not how to do it, but he's got a smile.
Well, it's one thing to be a number 11. It's another to be an entirely reluctant number 11. And entirely another proposition to be an entirely reluctant number 11 with a bad leg. And that's poor old Murali tonight. I think really just want to push a single and get away and let Murali get on with it, probably. Oh no, we've seen that happen so often tonight. Oh dear. It's the spin again on the ball that's imparted through a sweep shot. Poor old Azhar Mahmood it is down there. It spins, and it's usually the second bounce that spins the most. Whoosh, that's the third one this time. Watch that go. Oh, there we go. It's all over. Pakistan have won. It's a convincing victory too. They won by 88 runs. A victory that was never really in doubt. Once Aravinda de Silva and Kalawitarana were dismissed in such a short space of time. Pakistan, of course, delighted. Well led as always by Wasim. A little hug for all his players there. And one for Murali as well, that's kind. But Pakistan have dominated this match. They defended a target that was always going to be defendable on a slow pitch as long as they kept control early on with their bowling. That was the key. The pitch was slow, run scoring never particularly easy. And I'm sure those people who have seen all of this tournament, and of course I haven't, will reflect that Pakistan are worthy winners. Sri Lanka in reply got away to a bad start. Jayasuriya falling to a juggling catch by Afridi in the first over for naught. Kalawitarana and De Silva rescued things before a decision I think many people will talk about. A decision to give De Silva out, caught at slip by Inzamam. Off Razak for 25. Kalawitarana fell almost immediately. LBW to Wasim for 10. Pakistan, they won by 88 runs.
The Shell fastest 50, Mr. Yusuf Yohana, 38 balls. Yusuf Yohana gets $1,000 and the trophy, presented by Mr. Tony Devine. Congratulations, Joseph. The Shell best bowler, Azhar Mahmood, 6 for 18. Congratulations, Azza. The Shell best fielder, Moin Khan, 8 catches and 2 stumpings. He also gets US $1,000 and a trophy. Mr. Tony Devine, Commercial Director, Shell Markets, Middle East and South Asia, doing the presentation. Thank you very much as well, Mr. Devine. As we know, each match there is also an ARY Man of the Match. Today, the final, it's a bit more than $1,000. It's $1,500 US, presented by Mr. Malik Riaz, and the ARY Man of the Match today, Azza Mahmood. Mr. Malik Riaz, the Chief Executive of ARY Barrier, making the presentation. Congratulations again, Azza. There's also an ARY Man of the Series. US $3,500 again, presented by Mr. Malik Riaz. Inzaman ul Haq. Mr. Inzaman ul Haq, the ARY Barrier Man of the Series. Now it takes 2 teams to make a match, and we know one has to be a loser. It's not often that you get ties. Today, Sri Lanka were unfortunately the losers, but I would like you still to give them a round of applause as their captain comes forward and collects a check for $30,000. Sanat Jasuria collects a check from Mr. Abdul Rahman Bukata. Yes, Sanat, you won't get away. The others did, but not you. You must be a little bit disappointed in the way the final turned out.
Yeah, I think when we start the match, we lost too many wickets when we batted second. I think that's where we didn't have the luck also, but we lost too many wickets the first 15 overs.
Were you pleased at the end of the Pakistan innings restricting them to 211? Did you think you could get that comfortably?
Yeah, I think so, because we were bowled really well and fielded really well. But the 211 is 10-12 runs is a bit more what I expected. But still, I thought we should have gettable.
Well, where do you go from here now, sir? Where does Sri Lanka go from here?
We are going to Zimbabwe.
Immediately?
No, 5th of November.
5th of November, so you get a bit of a rest.
We have until 5th we have rest, and we're leaving on 6th November.
Okay, Sanat, thank you very much and good luck in Zimbabwe.
Thanks.
Sanat Jayasuriya, the captain of the Sri Lankan team. The winner's check, a whopping $50,000 US, presented again by Mr. Abdul Rahman Bukata to the Pakistan captain, Wasim Akram. Congratulations, Wasim. You can't stop smiling.
Absolutely. I would like to say thanks. All credit goes to the Pakistan team, all the young boys and the senior players. They really fought well and they showed that they are one of the best sides in the world.
Again, the youngsters came good.
It's heaven for me to have youngsters like them, and obviously Sri Lanka is lacking a couple of experienced players. Obviously Ajwa Rantunga is not there. It's a big relief for me as a captain if he's not there.
It seems as if the plan to bat first and bowl in the evening has worked very well because the ball seems to do a bit more in the evening.
I think it swings a bit more because of the humidity, and our bowlers got good control. Abdul Razak and Akram, Azhar Mahmood, Mohammad Akram came out very well afterwards. And I think everything is going well before Australian tour.
Pleased with the performance with everyone going into Australia then?
I think we have to really work hard in Australia, different ball game altogether, but so far in this tournament we definitely showed that we are a better side than any other side in this tournament.
Good luck in Australia, Wazim, but don't go away yet. There's that Coca-Cola trophy that has to be presented to you as the winners of the Coca-Cola trophy for 1999. Presented by Mr. Hugh Bourne to the Pakistan captain, Wazim Akram. Congratulations again to Wazim Akram and to the Pakistan team. No doubt they'll be going on their lap of honor.
That's a lovely shot. Well, that's got him, no doubt about that.